Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got a few jobs to do in the van today, so no travelling today. It's mainly repairs, running repairs and such. And seeing as I nearly burnt the van down when we were away on our last travels, as the water pump burnt to bits. You may have seen that in the last video. If you haven't, go and check it out and have a look. And oh, by the way, will you do us a big massive favour and subscribe to the channel for us and give us a thumbs up and comment as well if you like, even if it's to say make your hair's a mess, why haven't you got any gel in, you know, something like that. Really helps the channel along and it doesn't cost you a thing at all. And me and Brenda would really appreciate that. Cheers. So yeah, jobs I'm going to do today or over the next couple of days is replace this water pump. I'll put a little bit of video on and show you what happened anyway, just in case you haven't seen the last video. And I'm going to replace the switch as well, this one down here. So basically what happened was the water stopped working. Well, I'll show you the video anyway. It explains it all in that. Oh dear. I think that motor might be broken now. Shit. So the water pump stopped working. Well, I thought it was a switch. And then we forgot which way the switch went. Forgot all about it. Went to empty the toilet. Came back and I went, I can smell electrical fire. And as you can see there, it is melted and burnt this. So the switch is sprung back into life. I've left it in the on position. And of course there was no water to cool it down going through it. And it's just caused a fire. Well, yeah, an internal fire. So if we, and I'm laughing, I shouldn't be laughing, if we'd just gone out for the day, that possibly would have burnt the whole van down. There would have been no more Foxy the van. I did have it over the sink like this. So I don't know, it depends where. It could have caused an electrical fire basically. Could have been a complete disaster. So now I'm going to have to undo it all. Undo the fuse. Try and remember which one is the fuse for that one. And make sure we don't have another fire. Buy a new pump. And the switch. So basically got to change the pump. This pump here. You can see the hole that was burnt into it when we left it running accidentally because we thought the switch was broken. Right, let's get this out of the way. So basically how it works is that's our water tank and that goes inside there. And when you switch the tap on, that's a pump that turns that pump on and that just sucks it out up to there. Now it was too fast previously, so we fitted one of these on little valve. What's it called? You know, one of them. Anyway, it reduces the flow of water. I'll tell you what it's called in a minute. I'll tell you what, I'll write it up there. So I basically need to change this. So there's the wiring to change under there and the pump itself. I don't have to change the pipes and everything, just change this and this. So let's get underneath and see what's under there. So this is what we've got under here. That's the waste. That goes into a different tank. We've got the wire, follow the wire through and it goes into the other side. So I'm going to have to get it from the other side, unfortunately. Right, let's have a look in here, see what's in the way. It's a little bit dark, isn't it? Should we put the lights on? I'll have to turn the fuse box on if I'm going to put the lights back on. But I think we need it, don't we? There we go, that's a bit better. I know it's going to make me hair look even wider than it is. Of course, the cupboard's absolutely jam-packed full with things that we take away with us, of course. You can never have enough universal wipes. Right, I don't need you to do. I need to be in here. We use these little green mats that stops things from sliding about as well. They're really good. That's one of Brenda's tips. Oh well, I still can't see anything. I don't know. Where's the wire going? There. Don't tell me I have to take the top off, because I really don't want to do that. Oh, hey-ho. Could not be in a more inaccessible area, or unaccessible area. Oh, do you know what, I'm now thinking of just cutting this wire and just joining it up to the new one. What do you think? Oh God, if that switch is gone, I am going to have to take the sink out. Disaster. It's never as easy as you think it's going to be. Oh, I really don't want to take that out. So one thing I have discovered is that the water pump itself actually needs a 5 amp fuse in. It tells you in the instructions in there. And I've had a 10 amp fuse in, so I'm wondering if that was why it didn't actually trip the or blow the fuse when the pump was overheating. Could possibly have been that. So let's get one of these 5 amp ones out and pop that in for now, because I just want to see if the switch is still working. Otherwise I am going to have to take the sink out as well. I know it's in this one here, the third one. The tap's definitely turned off at the moment. Well, that's not easy to get in. Get in there, lad. There we go. There we go, it's in. Alright, I'll just have a quick look at said tap. See if it works. See if the pump works. Well, you see, the pump could possibly be properly broken now. Yeah, it'll have seized up, won't it? So I'll just have to wait till I get the new one in. Right, take the fuse out again. So yeah, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to snip that off halfway, and I'm just going to fasten this to it. That's going to save me a lot of bother, and then just hopefully that switch is working. Right, let's do that. Fuse is out, so I shouldn't get any electric shock. Think about that. There we go. Easy enough just to join them two together. Save me a lot of bother, yeah. Right, I've stripped these wires down now, and I'm just going to put the connectors on. Make sure you get the right size connectors. Got my little squeezer, line it up with the blue mark on there, like such, because we're using the blue connector. Am I in the blue one? I'm trying to do it for the camera. There we go, and give it a jolly good squeeze. Should be enough. There you go. Same again on the other one. Sometimes they're a bit iffy to go in. There we go. And line it up with the blue one. This is one of them jobs where you need 3 hands. There we go. Nice and tight. Nice and crimped, can you see? Lovely. So we're just going to line up blue to blue, keep things right, so we know where we're at. Get it in the hole. And the same thing. Just nip it up again. I'm sure you don't need to see all of this, but you know, it's a little bit too long. It's a little bit too long, that one. And we've got brown to brown. Line it up. Oh, I missed. So you can go too far. Come further down. Give it a good squeeze. There we go. Oh, the blue and blue's nice and tight, and the brown and brown's nice and tight. Now I'm just going to tidy all this up with some electrician's tape, and that'll be fine, I hope. You must remember, I'm not an electrician, so this is how I'm doing it. I'm not telling you how to do it, but I'm pretty sure it'll be okay for what I want anyway. if you're not sure, make sure you check with somebody who is an electrician or an automotive electrician or something. Don't blame me. Don't be setting your van on fire. It wasn't my fault. Don't copy me. There you go, nice and tight. Now remember, this won't be going anywhere near water, so it's going to be fine. There we go. Not too bad. Right, I just have to connect the new pump into the pipe, but as you can see, part of the old pump it's come off there. It's just come off, and that's stuck inside of there, so I need to try and get that out. I could just cut it off. In fact, I'm just going to cut it off now. There's plenty of pipe. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Yeah, where's me cutters gone, man? On the floor. There they go. Right, let's just nip that off. Snip it in the bud. That'll be easiest. He says. So now that has to pop onto there. And I know that it stays on okay because I've had it on before, but it's a bit too stiff, so you need the old trick of the boiling water. Stick that in there, make it malleable. It'll only take a minute or so, not even that. Maybe you can force that on and then we can try it to see if it works. If not, I'm going to have to change the switch. I might be able to just unscrew the tap and get it that way. I think I probably will be able to do that, hopefully. Well, hopefully the switch is okay, but then again, why did it stop working in the first place? Unless it was the motor. And if it was the motor, I could have took it back, couldn't I? Because it's way less than a... Anyway, let's see if that is malleable yet. Put that down. Malleable's a good word, isn't it? Right. Push it in. You're going to go on. Just trying to force that onto there. Come on, lad, get on. There you go. Can you see all the way on? There you go. Right, as soon as that dries, well, as soon as it gets cold, it'll shrink onto that, and it really does stay on tight. I could have probably put a Jubilee clip on there, but no. I did put a Jubilee clip on when I originally done it, but then somebody watched the video, the original video, and went, Mick, you don't want to be doing that, because you don't want a Jubilee clip in your fresh water, do you? Exactly. Right, so that's all it's wired up now, just connected to the old wire, and that's on there. So let's put the fuse in and turn the tap on and see what happens. Here we go. Right. Could do with some water to put it in so we don't burn it out again. Get there in some water. Are we in? Yeah, we're in. Keep the plug in the sink. Alright, let's turn this tap on. I'll bring you over. Alright, give it a go. Sounding promising. Yes, we have success. Let's get these water tanks back underneath. Take this one out first. Just pop it up there in the sink. That one out the way. So this is the grey water tank. It's going to fit in there behind the fresh water tank. Make sure we've got the waste pipe into it. back in there. And that goes in there. There's a bit more extra wires than there was before. It's a little bit longer, but it's okay. It's not in the way or anything. That's going in. That's touching the bottom easily. So that's that job done. What we're going to do next. It's very simple, but it does work. Chiefy boy. What you after? Huh? What you after? Right, I decided that was enough. My back's hurting a bit, so I'm going to pack in there. One job's enough for one day, isn't it? I'll do the rest another day. Right, so hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, give us a thumbs up and please subscribe. That would be fantastic. And I'll catch you next time when we're up to something. We're on about going to Durham for a night out with the dogs. We'll see what happens. Bye-bye now.